Good morning. We are cold weather camping today out here in as you can see, it got kind of cold, but it's actually warmed up. Just to give you an idea as to how cold it is, the temperature is 29 degrees. It has actually warmed up. The original forecast called for 24 degrees, and it's pretty cold out here. And I'm gonna show you some of my cold weather camping tips. So this is the shelter. It's just a standard shelter with an opening. What we did is drape the tarp over it. But it looks like previous campers have set up nails along the top, so I just started in one corner and threaded the rope through the tarp and used the nails to hang up the tarp. Comes all the way around, and then back down here, thread it through and looped it around here, and we just use that to hold the tarp in place. And likewise over here on the other side, it just holds the tarp in place, and we looped it through, and it just kept tension, and it actually held pretty good there throughout the night. Now we just open it up here, and inside we have our tent. There's the tent. Let's look inside here. Okay, so let's look inside, and the nice thing about it is that with the nail setup, we can just take it down fairly easy. Yeah. Yes, please do. Okay. And inside we have the tent. So we've got the tent in here. And inside of the tent is where we slept. Inside of the tent, here's where we had our 3 air mattresses, and we're off the ground. What we also had, we have a little buddy here that we used sparingly just to get us warmed up at night before we tucked away. And we had to be careful to make sure that the heat didn't damage the inside of the tent, and as you can see, it didn't. It was actually pretty good about that. We just had to be diligent because it's just not designed for that, so do that at your own risk. I like having one of these Milwaukee 18 bolt blowers here, and that's what we use to inflate the air mattresses, and they're pretty quick about it. All right, as far as setup goes, also what we brought from home are these multi-purpose work mats right there. That's what we set the tent on. We didn't quite have enough to go around, but it's nice to step through and around the tent barefoot or in your socks, and you're not on the cold, hard ground. This is very nice. Taking a look at the shelter here. The shelter has... So there are many bunk beds here that you can just sleep in and rest. Back there, if someone else wants to sleep in the shelter, it also helps keep them warm and keeps them out of the wind. It keeps them a little bit warm because they're in a more contained environment. So this is it pretty much. It's pretty cool on how they have the campsites set up. And it's the other side of the shelter. Okay, so this is our shelter. We've cleaned up and packed up the car, and they're actually quite nice here at the Sloppy Floyd campgrounds. They've got the shelters here. You could fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bunks in here, 9 people, and your gear in each bunk. Pretty cool. Alright, that's what it is. Here's ours. Alright, and there's another one. Campsite. Came with a fire pit, flagpole if you want to have a flag ceremony, and also there's another campground adjacent to ours, so we could have neighbors if you want to. But yeah, it's a great place. 10 out of 10 stars. Really enjoyed it. Oh, I don't think I showed you, but there is a beautiful lake view on the other side. So one of the things that we do out here that like camping is that we actually come and we prepare for the worst. In this case being, we were prepared to do primitive camping, pioneer camping, where we would actually camp on the ground. And we did have two tents set up here, but we just rather set up in the shelter. But if we would have stayed out here on the ground, we would have put a tarp down, and then on top of the tarp the foam mats, and then on top of that the tent to help protect us from the elements below, from the ground and all that heat transferring down. All right, I hope you boys remember this as a good camping trip, that cold weather is a challenge, but you prepare and you make right decisions, and you are okay with making decisions on limited information. You can actually do quite a lot. All right, take care. Bye. So here's a bonus tip. If you have a cordless drill at home, the cordless drill comes with a detachable battery pack. The beauty about it is that you also sell attachments, not just for the drill, but for one flashlight, and another flashlight, and yet one more flashlight. The beauty about this is that these lights, they're actually fairly powerful lights, and they may cost a little bit more. And the beauty about it is that these are fairly high quality flashlights. They're really good. They tend to be robust. They create a good beam, and also the battery packs are rechargeable. So you'll generally have available battery. If you run down one battery pack, well, just use your one and recharge it. For these lamps, it's quite a good deal for camping and just illuminating your campsite, and not have to worry about buying new batteries. You just go home and recharge them, and then you can use them in your lamps, or you can use them in your cordless drill. One more tip for cold weather camping is the beauty about it is that these are fairly high quality flashlights. They're really good. They tend to be robust. They create a good beam, and also the battery packs are rechargeable. So you'll generally have available battery. If you run down one battery pack, well, just use your one and recharge it. For these lamps, it's quite a good deal for camping and just illuminating your campsite, and not have to worry about buying new batteries. You just go home and recharge them, and then you can use them in your lamps, or you can use them in your cordless drill. One more tip for cold weather camping is before you get in your sleeping bag, wrap yourself up in a blanket, and then get inside your sleeping bag with your blanket wrapped around you. That helps keep you warm at night, especially last night when temperatures dropped down to 24 degrees when we were camping.